Do you have a chipped tooth that is affecting your smile in all the wrong ways? Well, you're in luck. Today we're going to be talking about how do dentists fix chipped teeth. Dr. Tazi here today, and again, we're going to be explaining how do dentists fix a chipped tooth. However, if you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, like this video, don't be afraid to leave a comment below. Again, I appreciate you taking the time to leave me a comment. I read them all and it helps me give you good content. Okay, so how do people chip teeth? Well, there are certainly many ways this can happen, but the most common ways that I find is number one, trauma. So car accident, bike accident, you get drunk and you fall and you chip a tooth, whatever. Another way you can chip a tooth is chewing on ice. Very bad habit. Please do not start this habit. I see it all the time and I know it's a hard habit to break, but please, your dentist and your teeth will thank you. Do not chew on ice. The third way that I find patients chipping teeth is they are enjoying a movie, eating some popcorn, and they chomp into an unpopped popcorn kernel. Those can be deadly for your teeth. Let's talk about enamel. When you chip a tooth, you can just chip the enamel off, which usually you won't even feel. Enamel, oddly, is the strongest material in your body. So a lot of times the patient will chip a tooth just strictly in the enamel, and they won't even notice until they look in the mirror and part of their tooth is missing. Not a good look. If you chip a tooth and it's a little bit more of an extensive chip, such as caused by trauma or a fall or something like that, a lot of times it'll chip into the underlayer called dentin, and sometimes if it's really bad, it'll go into the nerve, and that would require additional treatments to fix it. So let's talk about the four most common ways you can repair a chipped tooth. We'll start off from least severe to most severe. The first way you can repair a chip in the tooth, if it's just a tiny little chip, a lot of times we can just go ahead and just kind of polish the rough edge down and no one will ever know anything happened. The second way we can repair a chipped tooth is if it's a little bit more extensive, we'll go ahead and put some white composite bonding and polish it down, and hopefully you won't be able to see that anything's ever happened to that tooth. The third way that we'll go ahead and repair a chipped tooth is if it's a little bit more extensive and there's not enough tooth structure left to support just a white composite filling, we'll go ahead and do a full coverage crown to go ahead and keep that tooth healthy long term. Keep the strength there, keep the integrity there, and be able to function with that tooth for years to come. The fourth way that we can repair a tooth is, especially if it's more in the front, is a porcelain veneer. And again, that will replace the missing tooth structure and then go ahead and keep that tooth healthy long term. All right, now the big question is, well, how much is it going to cost to get my chipped tooth repaired? Well, there's a couple variables involved. Number one, how bad is the chip? Meaning, can we do it by polishing it? Can we repair it by doing just bonding? Does it need a crown? Does it need a root canal? There's all these other things that come into play. The other thing that you need to consider is it also depends on the area that you live. You know, somewhere like San Francisco is probably going to cost a lot more to repair it compared to maybe a small town in another part of the country. So I would say on average, you're looking at $100 to maybe $2,000 to $3,000. Again, based on the variables that I mentioned, the area that you live and how extensive the damage is. So should you find yourself with a busted front tooth, back tooth, whatever, go ahead, consult with your dentist, see what your options are, see what price range you're looking at, and if you don't feel comfortable with their recommendation, it never hurts to get a second opinion. I encourage my patients to do that all the time if they're not confident in the information that I'm telling them. It never hurts to have more information when you're making a decision about your own body. Also, if you find yourself in this situation, feel free to shoot me a DM, snap a picture of your tooth, and I can also give you some insight. If you've enjoyed this video, hit the like button below, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I've got more content coming out on random dental topics that you may find of interest. Follow me on Instagram at Dr. Michaela Tazi, another way you can stay in the know of what's going on with me and what I'm getting into. Until then, I'll see y'all soon.